It's really impressive, and people, they want to talk to you about it. They want to give you opportunities. People always reach out to me on LinkedIn or Handshake saying, you work at Lockheed Martin as a CWEP, that's so amazing, like we would love to talk to you.
CWEP stands for the College Work Experience Program, which is a long-standing partnership between Lockheed Martin and UCF. CWEP gives students the opportunity to get a hands-on work experience while they're still in school. Students will go work on-site or perhaps remotely at one of our local Lockheed Martin facilities. They will work 2+ semesters and earn very nice wages while they're doing it.
I'm Frank St. John. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Lockheed Martin. I was a CWEP, a College Work Experience Program student here for 4 years. And so while I was getting my undergraduate degree in electrical engineering, I was also working on a part-time basis at what was then Martin Marietta, now Lockheed Martin.
At Lockheed Martin, I get to pretty much design dashboards. So if you're not familiar with a dashboard, it's kind of like a visual representation of data. The cool thing about our work is we take things that are complex and simplify it.
I really like software development, so I got to take that and apply it to a cybersecurity application. We got to redesign the whole thing.
So right now I'm working in the lab where we work on a high energy laser. So I get to do a lot of hands-on stuff helping out in the lab. We get to assemble and disassemble different parts of this giant assembly.
We work in an industry that is constantly growing and changing, and students bring that fresh light, that fresh perspective, new tools, new technologies. It can be very intimidating sometimes to work amongst engineers who've been in the industry for 5, 10, 15, 20+ years and to come in as a student, but we look forward to our students to bring their voice because they bring that diversity of thought that we need to keep our technology moving forward.
Just to think about how, my coding is now something that they use at a huge company.
Starting out, they definitely gave me some simpler tasks to do, but as time went on, I started getting harder and harder tasks, more meaningful work, and that's where the most fun is at. People see on your resume, you work for Lockheed Martin and you did all of this amazing stuff.
It's pretty rare to be a student and actually have such an impact within such a big company.
By spending time with Lockheed Martin, they get to understand a little bit better what their profession is all about. They become more confident, more mature, more talkative about their discipline. And also, when they come back to our institution, our college, they are able to understand why they are learning these important fundamentals in their coursework.
You get to learn. That's the biggest thing I love about the program, is being able to learn and get exposure.
One amazing thing about the CWEP program is it allows our UCF students to have these great jobs right here in the Orlando area.
It's year-round, so there is a tremendous opportunity for the students to establish a rapport. There's an opportunity for Lockheed Martin program managers to see how good the students are.
While Lockheed Martin is a large corporation, you can feel right at home within your work group.
You get to work in a team setting under everyone. You're able to get help from industry professionals who are able to assist you in whatever you need. And they're very inclusive, and they understand that you're a student and they just want you to succeed in whatever you're doing.
When I meet with our alumni, they tell me that the CWEP program was one of the most valuable experiences that they had at UCF because they got this exposure to real-world experiences. When you look at the Lockheed Martin employees nowadays, they have succeeded. One of the reasons being matriculating at UCF, the other reason being that they were interns at the CWEP program.
My role as a CWEP, I worked on the program finance team, assisting other financial analysts who worked on the F-35 program. I had experience with data manipulation. A lot of Excel skills were learned from my CWEP experience, and I was able to develop a lot of professional relationships through it.
It gave me experience within having leadership roles. So as a CWEP, sometimes if you work hard enough, just like anything, you could be given an opportunity to lead a task or take point in something, and that, as small as it is experience that you are getting, and it helps towards the future.
The College Work Experience program that Lockheed Martin sponsors is one of the programs that has been around for 40 years. To me, that's one of the testaments of its success.
I was a CWEP 40 years ago, and at that time the CWEP program was innovative and industry leading. 40 years later, it is still innovative and industry leading in terms of the scope and the scale of the number of students that are involved, the number of degrees. It spans not only engineering, but also obviously things like mathematics and other technical degrees. But we also have a large cadre of business students and finance students, communications. Any area of our industry, we are able to go to UCF and get creative, fresh, enthusiastic students to participate in the CWEP program.
A quote my dad always tells me is, exposure leads to expansion. So if you're unsure, I say do it anyways. I think the best part about being a CWEP is just having the exposure so early in your career.
I got the cybersecurity CWEP position, and it's just opened up so many opportunities.
One of the most rewarding parts of my job is seeing the transformation with our CWEP students.
Currently about to graduate in the spring, go Knights. And in terms of what's my plan afterwards, I plan on staying with Lockheed Martin.
I am so confident in my abilities to go into the real world when I graduate in May, and Lockheed Martin gave that to me.